Hi, this is from bonjoursolar, and today we are going to show you something about the solar system connection accessory, some air breaker, some PV combiner box. Because now more and more home use system, we need to make the system installation, and for the safety of the PV connection, of the battery connection, of the inverter connection, we need to do some customized air breaker PV combiner box. So today we are from Bonjour Solar. Today we are going to introduce you something about the off-grid solar system accessory, especially for the breaker, for the connection. So this one is very useful and very convenient PV combiner box. You can see this one is this one is 6 in 1 out, because most of the off-grid solar inverter now is high PV input MPPT. So we can use 4 in 1 out and 6 in 1 out. Before we use many 4 in 2 out, 6 in 4 out, something like that. But now many inverter, they have only 1 MPPT input. So for the off-grid, especially for the off-grid solar system, so now our design is 6 in 1 out or 4 in 1 out. If you need other special design, you can contact us. We can do the customization for you. So we can take a look at the inside. So we can see no matter the positive but also the negative, we make the fuse. The fuse is 15 amps, because most of the off-grid solar system now, they use sometimes 450 watt, sometimes 550 watt solar panel. The solar panels open circuit normally it's about 10 amps or 12 amps. So that's why we use the 50 amp fuse to connect each streams of the solar panel. And some of the PV combiner box, they use only positive for the fuse. The fuse, they only connect the positive. But for us, for the safety, we make it both the positive and negative. So we can check this one. And then we can see the air breaker. The air breaker we use is a DC 500 volt, because most of the home use solar inverter now off-grid, the MPPT input is maximum is 500 volt. So that's why we use a 500 volt air breaker, and the current is a maximum 100 amp. 100 amp will be enough, because we 6 stream maximum is 15, so totally will be 90 amps. So 100 amp is enough. The most important is the surge arrestor. We connect a surge arrestor, also 500 volt DC, and the input is 20 kA, and max is 40 kA. So this one can be good protect your system. The surge arrestor will be very important. So let's take a look the inside connection. The inside connection, we use a very good connection, the cable. And when you make the installation, it will be very simple. This one is for the positive solar panel, positive. And This one is for negative of the solar panel, negative input, and then output here, positive and negative. Besides, for the surge arrestor here, to connect the ground. So it will be very simple for you for the PV combiner box. Yes, you can check. The design is very good for the wiring. Besides, for each one, this one is we can see this one. For each component, this one is the fuse 50 amps, and if the fuse is broken, we can open like this, and then we can only change the fuse like this. For solar, 50 amp DC will be okay. Very simple. This is for the fuse port, correct? And then for the surge arrestor, we can take a look. This surge arrestor is yes, just like I mentioned before, 500 volt DC, 20 kA rated, and the max input is 40 kA. It's good for small home use solar system. So here for the ground, the connector. So here is for the input and output. So this one is a special for the DC air breaker. DC air breaker is also input DC 500 volt, and then DC air breaker. And this one current is for 25 amp, and input you can see here, and for the output like here. This one, the material of this air breaker is the anti-fire with an anti-burn, so it's safe for the air breaker. So this one 25 amp. This is good for the PV solar panel. Because most of the off-grid solar system is less than 500 volt DC, so this one is enough. But if you need to use, if you need to install some, for example, some on-grid solar system, sometimes the input will be 1000 volt DC. So if the input voltage is more than 1000, you need to use isolator DC breaker. So that will be different type. And this one is also very useful. This one is a big air breaker. This air breaker is for the battery with a big current, like this one is a 500 volt also DC. The rated current is 150 amp. We have also 100 amp, 250 amp. This one is good for the battery of the off-grid solar system, between the battery and the inverter, because normally for the home use solar system, the battery voltage is about 48 volt, and then sometimes the current is big, like 100 amp, 150 amp, maybe 200 amp. So we need a big DC air breaker for safety. So this one is also very useful for your solar system. So if you need any other specification, we can also help you to make the customization. We are bonjoursolar. We focus on off-grid solar product. Thank you very much.